please. Hold, 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 please.
Hi there. Who's ready for Brown Girl Bella? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oops, hang on a second. We're like moving and grooving and shaking and baking. What's going on up underneath here? Hold, please. Okay. Trying to move everything around. Sorry about that. All right, now we're cooking. Now we're going. Hey, boos. Hey, babes. What's going on? What say you guys? Listen, first and foremost, yes, hello everybody. I was looking for a house. Traffic was crazy getting back. Nuts. It was nuts. But thank you all for coming in. You know how we do. We start off with our music. And welcome to all those who are new. Hey, I'm Shannon B, and you are watching Brown Girl Bella, where I bring you lips, lashes, and luxury. And today we're going to talk about all things Mother Pat, one of my favorite topics. But first, we start off our mix here tonight by throwing on a little music, seeing who's in the chat, and yeah, just like that. So let's go. Hey. All right, let me get myself situated so I can dance with y'all. Y'all ready? Come on, y'all. Hey. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, welcome in, ray of sunshine. Welcome in, Lonnie Lachelle, living and learning. Hey, hey. Did I give you your shine, Ray? Hey, hey, girl, hey. What's going on? Feminine melanin is in the house. Hey, what's going on, girl? I haven't seen you in a minute. I know, girl. I'm exhausted too. No worries. Woo! Come on, Sean Robinson. First time here, first time here. Let's go. Sean Robinson. First time here, first time here. Let's make it clear. You're rocking with us. Hey, come on, y'all. Hey, 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 come on. Lonnie LaShelle saying hi to everybody. Hey, WTF. Hey, WTF with the family, the boys. Hey, boo. Hey, hey, come on, y'all. Woo! Shake it off, shake it off. We got to get ready for the week, boo. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Hey, Sean Robinson. Say hi to everybody. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Hey, hey. Hey, bestie. What's going on? So you recovered from last night? Woo, come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Yes. Woo, woo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Angelina's in the house. Hey. Hey, Angelina's in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Did I get paint on my? I sure did. From that doggone apartment I saw today. I got paint from the fresh paint. Crazy. Welcome in, y'all. Come on. Woo. We still making money, honey, from 2020, baby. We still making money, honey, from 2020, baby. Come on, y'all. Woo. Just sitting down to dinner. What y'all eating? I'm hungry. Yes, Jada, I know it's you. Welcome in, baby. Hey. Thank you, boo. Yes, come on, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new, you know what to do. Go on and hit that subscribe button. And then don't forget to tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that we do something on this channel. Welcome in. For those who don't know me, I am Shannon B, otherwise known as, guess what? Brown Girl Bella. And I bring you lips, lashes, and luxury. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics on this channel, and that is Mother Pat McGrath. So, you say you ain't seen me in a while. I forgot I saw you on Thursday. I forgot you popped in on Thursday. Thank you, boo, for reminding me. Hey, boo. What's going on? Thank you so much for coming. All right. Mother Pat. So I do a series here on Brown Girl Bella every Monday, and it's called On Mondays, Wemograph. And that's because I love this brand. I love the artist because she is an artist. She's a makeup artist. And I thought, what better way to tribute her, because yesterday was her birthday. Yes, I did do a video. Yes, it is going to be edited and uploaded today. Come heck or high water. It's going up tonight for tomorrow. So in essence of all that and talking about her and her brand and all things Mother Pat, I thought, why not bring you live my kind of one-on-one, 101, on Pat McGrath and who she is. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. So here's the thing. Pat McGrath, the woman, the myth, the legend, the woman that is Pat McGrath. She is the undisputed makeup icon. She has decades of experience in this industry, And she is a creative genius on all levels, whether it is doing models' faces on the runway, doing in magazines, television. Anytime there's any kind of makeup involved, chances are that Pat McGrath has had a hand in it in some kind of way. So she is a Black woman who was raised by a single mother, overcoming, every and any obstacle that came her way with just sheer creative inspiration. She has done makeup for over 200, 200,000 models. She's contributed to over 500 magazine covers. She has done makeup backstage in over 3,000 fashion shows. And like, what hasn't she done? She's done it all. So I wanted to kind of bring to you guys, hey, Derek's Journey, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. I wanted to tell you all that is Mother Pat, beginning with why do we call her Mother? So Pat McGrath, like I said, has been working in this industry for a long time. As a matter of fact, she got her start back in the mid-90s, around the same time that I got my start in the advertising business. And so she has outlasted a lot of other brands. So it's not really surprising that Pat McGrath is known as the mother of makeup. She also has a lot of mothering and nurturing tendencies, especially with brands that are breaking into the business. She will be the one that will, talk your ear off about formulas and colors and ideas for palettes. And she's just full of great sage advice. So people in the industry just started calling her Mother. And they've called her that for so long. Even, acclaimed designers like Marc Jacobs and Giorgio Armani, which she helped design a lot of his earlier formulas, they still to this day call her Mother. So that's one thing. And then if you know anything about Pat McGrath, you also know that she carries a ton of like trunks with her of different makeup that she uses. So yeah, she travels with her trunks, which range from pink and gold to like studded eyes to all kinds of different things and tools and supplies, all of that. She is known for hauling around at least 80 some odd trunks with her to shoots, because she's not, one to be like, okay, I don't have this, so we're going to make do. She wants to make sure she has everything. So you'll find in her trunks Swarovski crystals, gemstones, feathers, whatever. She says her kits are like a menagerie of just obscure objects. So that is, I think, really just admirable about her. Now she says she's cut it down to like 67 trunks from 87, but still carrying around all of that is what makes her like truly a genius when it comes to this craft, because she wants to make sure that every look is unique, every look is a signature look and feel, whatever she has in her creative mind. And trust me, like, she can do looks that truly boggle the mind. I'm going to start and put on some primer from Pat McGrath. And everything that you see here, I'm going to show it to you on camera, but everything that I'm going to share with you today is in my description box. Today, I was very focused and I actually put in my description box all of the things that I'm using today. So I'm super, super happy about that I'm so organized. So that was her primer called the Skin Fetish. Hang on, let me put it up to the camera more. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Primer. So that's her primer. And then I'm going to follow that with her foundation. And the foundation that I'm using is the only foundation she has. This shade is the number 24, medium deep 24, or MD 24. I'm going to put 2 pumps right on my brush. And I'm going to just start to blend that in. What I love, and I said this yesterday in my video about her products, especially her skin products, is that this foundation just melts into the skin. And she wanted her first foundation to look and mimic and the look and feel of skin. So when she created this, she created that with people's skin in mind. So she has about 40 different shades. I am medium deep 24. So that's what I just put on my face. And as you can see, it melts into the skin and it looks so skin-like, which is my aesthetic as well. Like I like my makeup to look like me, but plussed up. So that is her foundation. So let's go on about Pat McGrath. So when she was growing up, she actually did not have aspirations to be a makeup artist. Can you believe that? She did not want to be a makeup artist when she first grew up. She really wanted to be, get this, an opera singer. She really thought that, you know, her calling was opera. And she took lessons in pursuit of it. She went to London to get proper training. And she had the ability, but her coach actually told her that she was very young and should enjoy life a little bit first. And then that she did. She started dancing in nightclubs and pursuing galleries and museums and really kind of soaking up artistry and that kind of culture. And she was also meeting tons and tons of people. And that's when she really fell in love with London, and you know, became obsessed with makeup. I'm going to start with her concealer. This is also from her line. This is MD22, which is a little bit lighter than the MD24. It's actually a couple of shades up, but I love the creaminess of this formula. And it's just the right amount to like really lighten underneath your eye without changing kind of the color too much. Adds just the right amount of brightness to the eye. So Pat became obsessed with makeup. And the first piece of makeup that she really started perfecting and sort of started to lend her hand to was actually eye makeup. She was fascinated by eyeshadows and foundations, but she, like myself, watched her mother do makeup, and she was obsessed with its beauty and just started collecting different makeup products and started experimenting, which is kind of how I started as well. So she enjoyed watching the ritual, which is, you know, again, something that I do myself, of just watching women put on their makeup and watching what they would do to like get ready and perfect their look. So then she started experimenting with eyeliner, blush, and the like, and it then became her calling. And she says she was admired and inspired by her mother's kind of ruthlessness and her mother's makeup routine and regimen, and how she really wanted that kind of drive to be in her products that she released. She said her mother was really not going to let a lack of availability of makeup for her dark skin stop her from having fun. So she would take her out to different shops, and she said we would look for shades that were one or two shades darker um, than she was, and, just try to put things together to perfect her look. Hey, House of X, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. So we're talking about Mother Pat, and we're talking about her early beginnings with her mom and looking and shopping for makeup, trying to get foundation shades that matched what her and her mom looked like, because they're of the darker skin persuasion. So she realized her calling when people would just, come to her and like look at the things that she was creating. And she was actually first called to go to school. So she headed to London after high school to pursue her educational endeavors in makeup. And she would just go to different clubs, different events, and started to make friends in some pretty high face places. So she started working towards a degree in fashion. And again, going clubbing, she met this woman who was the lead singer for Soul to Soul, which was a very popular group in the mid 90s. Her name was Karen Wheeler, and Karen actually lit the fire underneath Pat to realize her calling was in the makeup industry. So Karen asked her to do her makeup for her Japanese tour, and she did. She dropped out of college to go on this tour, and just began her ascension into the beauty industry. Again, just by circumstance. Hey, Renelle, welcome in. Yes. So yeah, we're talking about Mother Pat and how she met Karen Wheeler, like I said, the lead singer for Soul to Soul, and really started to understand that she had a calling to do makeup. So I'm going to start putting on some primer. And the primer I'm going to use is Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. We're going to put that all over the eyes. And then we're going to blend it in. So we have a nice canvas for our eye look today. So again, she's in the scene now, doing makeup for Karen Wheeler, going on tour for Soul to Soul, and started meeting a lot of other people. So she started meeting a lot of models, as you can imagine, and Naomi Campbell, Paloma Esser, Kate Elson, which became her muse for the Elson line of lipsticks. And she really just, started talking to them and doing their makeup and, just being in the right place at the right time, right? The place that you want to be in. Yeah, back to life reality soda soul. Yep. That's soda soul. Um, so yeah, she started meeting all these people. She started going to all of these different shows. And again, they just became her personal icons. Um, and her style icons, as she says, runs the gamut. So she lists as her inspirations people like Debbie Harry, David Bowie, Andy Warhol, um, artists like Man Ray, Cindy Sherman, um, and actually, won some impressive awards during her career as well. She was honored with the Isabella Blow Award in 2017 for her invaluable contribution to the global fashion and beauty industry. She snagged the Founders Award in honor of Eleanor Lambert, which was bestowed upon her by the Council of Fashion Designers of America. She was actually the first makeup artist to receive that honor. So that is huge. That is huge, to be the first makeup artist to have achieved that award. She also was honored by Queen Elizabeth II, and she was given the coveted MBE award. So you can officially call her McGrath Dame or Dame McGrath. She is the first makeup artist to receive a dameship, the very first. So again, she worked in this industry for a long time. She worked under icons like I said, Giorgio Armani. She worked on his first products, and was then a creative director for Procter and Gamble. And then in late spring of 2015, she was working in a private lab and she formulated a gold pigment, and she was born. She was ecstatic. Um, the brand that she created was Pat McGrath Labs, which is still out here today. The gold pigment that she made was called Gold 001, which actually sold out in minutes. Let me say that again. Sold out in minutes upon her release of this shade, of this pigment. She did David Bowie's makeup, and she did do Iman's makeup in the very beginning as well, when Iman was a model. So yes, she did do both of their makeup. Yep, David Bowie on tour and Iman on the runway. So good question, Bernal. Thank you for asking. All right, let's continue. Pat McGrath Labs is worth over $1 billion today. Her company is just destined for, even more greatness. But right now, before Kylie Jenner or Rihanna had ever hit the $1 billion milestone with their makeup lines, Pat McGrath, that lady, my girl, mother, was first with her company. Again, she started with a small crew of workers, and she became a $1 billion business. She is a workhorse, and she does not let any moss grow under her feet. She really delves into makeup, in the industry. She's a consummate professional, and she, again, indeed, is the mother of makeup. But she has, she is one of those people that even though she's a billionaire, even though she has this great company, even though she's doing such amazing, amazing things, she's still so humble and so personable and real that, again, people are like, I I just gravitate to her. I'm gonna go outside of my Pat McGrath box for a couple of products. This first one being by Dior. This is a brow gel, which Mother does not have any brow products yet, but I firmly believe that she's going to have products for every part of the face. If she's not working on it now, she will be. She absolutely will be. So this brow product that I'm putting on is called Onset Brow Gel. And I love it because it has like little microfibers in it. I don't know if you can see it, but here, let me pull it out. There you go. On the very end, and then on the bottom, you can see a little bit of the microfiber hairs. That mimics actually human hair. So as I'm brushing it up, it sets the brow and it also deposits a little bit more fibers to the brow to make it look thicker. That's why I love this product. It's really, really good. I can't wait for Mother Pat to make one. Hi, Machinist Evolution. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and also like and share. Like and share. All right. Hang on just one second. Here we go. How's everybody doing? We are talking about Pat McGrath. So, another thing you should know about Pat McGrath, and I talked about this before, but I don't know if you guys remember, but her favorite tool to use on the runway, her fingers. Pat McGrath loves to use her fingers when she is working on people's faces. She has collections of like sponges and brushes and all of that, but Pat McGrath swears by using her fingers over anything else. She feels that the heat from her hands helps blend the foundation, giving it a natural translucent finish that's really impossible to duplicate with using any kind of brushes or sponges. And she also recommends that using the fingers is perfect if you want to create like a stain effect on the lips or for a seamless application of lipstick. And she adds also that the fingertips give eyeshadow a gilded, sensual effect. So yeah, she believes using your fingers is the best way to do it. Hey, Brian Lynn, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Yes, definitely. It's called Dior Show. And the link for it is in the description box. Let me just double check, make sure. Oh, please, let me make sure it's in there. Let me put it in again. I don't think I did. I think I took it out, actually. So let me put it back in. There we go. And the shade ranges, just so you know, range from clear for the brow gel all the way up to brown and black. I'm using dark brown currently, but you can get any color. that matches your particular skin tone or, brow shape. So mine is dark brown, and I am putting the link for it here in my description box. Hey, Point Blank Travel. Welcome in. King Rod is in the building. What's going on? We are talking all things Pat McGrath. Let's get it. Okay, Michelle, I just put it in the Shot with Shannon section. So you see it. All right. There you go. So give it a second. If you don't see it, it'll pop back up with the link. All right. Perfect. Hey. All right. Who else is in the house? Oh, a bunch of folks came into the house. Hey, y'all. What's good? Hey, Sugar Love. Welcome in. Welcome in, boo. Hey, how you doing? You'll use mine. Awesome. Hey, Terry. Welcome in. Khaled 285. What's good? Welcome in. Yes, Renelle, because your finger gives a natural heat and it helps to make the melt better. Yep, absolutely. Mother Pat knows all. Hey, Angela, Precious World. Welcome in. Nice to see you all here. All right, let's finish talking about Mother Pat while we put on our makeup. And I was going to use the big mothership to this, but I was like, I want to play with some more purple. And so I am going to use this one, which is, hold please. Which is the smaller version of the big Mothership 3. Now, the Mothership 3 was actually supposed to be my very first palette from Mother Pat. It was supposed to be, but it was sold out everywhere. And I'll show you why. Because this palette is the bomb. It's called Subversive. This color right here is my favorite. This is Gigabyte. And I think it is one of her most known colors. Look at that. I'm telling you, anytime I wear this shade, people instantly know it's from this palette. That's how iconic this shade is. It really is a beautiful, beautiful shade. And I got to keep from wearing it all the time because every time I take out this palette, it's the first one I reach for. The other colors are beautiful as well. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a green girl or a pink girl. This one right here, this one is called Black Meadow. It's another one that is just inky goodness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that would have been my very first palette. But if you all know me, you know that my first palette was actually the Mothership 5 because this was not available. So the Mothership 5 was my first large Mothership purchase. It is, by all accounts, one of her most famous palettes because it was awarded twice in a row Allure magazine palette of like the year, twice in a row. So that goes to show you how much and how often people look for, reach for, and use Mother's palettes. So talking about, who she is and everything that she's accomplished, it's no doubt that McGrath herself wants people to know that it's not just, being accomplished or winning prestigious awards or making insane amounts of money. She wants people to know at the end of the day that she is a person who brings joy and beauty into this world. She wants people to see her and know that anything is possible. And the fashion industry, which she loves and adores, is really full of like snotty and awful people. And she wants to be known as somebody who is full of joy and makes people laugh. So, who wouldn't love her? Who wouldn't love her because of that? She wants to be remembered as wholesome, as you would expect from the mother of makeup. And she wants her legacy to be one of change, one of positivity, one of being innovative when it comes to different things. And everyone like, Kylie Jenner, who I mentioned before, Lady Gaga now has started her own makeup brand. Rihanna started Fenty Beauty, but they all got their start through things that Mother Pat has already accomplished and done in the industry. Are you switching? Are you uploading? Okay. Awesome. Bella Vanessa says, when you pick all the time, when you go to that palette, have you mixed it up with pink and brown together? Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of looks with this palette. I've done a lot of looks with a lot of her palettes. And I always love to like mix and match. But the thing I love most about Mother's Palettes is everything is here. Everything you need is right here. And I love to just take one of these palettes and just create and go for it. So that's actually what we're going to do now. So I'm going to start with this palette. And I'm going to show it to you again. And I'm going to start with Rose Risque with my Rephr number 1 brush. So that's this one here. We're going to dive into Rose Risque. So another thing about Mother Pat, as I am putting this palette look together, is that, as I mentioned before, she had a lot of muses during her time, and she still to this day has a lot of beauty muses that she uses as inspiration. But one of her first was Kate Elson, which I said before is a model, British model. And she used to wear these beautiful, beautiful, bright red lipsticks. And of course, Mother was obsessed. And so she created her line of Elson lipsticks. And I will tell you, that lipstick is the only shade that I have in absolutely every single formation that Mother came out with. Every single one. Every single one. Hang on a second. Make sure I said hello to everybody. Okay, tuning in, uploading. The palette you pick all the time with your favorite color, have you mixed it with pink and brown? From Mother Pat? Yeah. Yep. This palette here, I think it's still available. It's one of those palettes that I never tired of using. I never get tired of using it. So that was Rose Risque that I put up into the corner and through the crease. Sorry. And I put my brush down. I forgot where the heck I put it. Oh, here it is. Here we go. All right. Focus back to the deep dive of Pat McGrath. So the first Elson, I believe, was made around 2000. And it is a true bluish red. So it is one of those that universally looks beautiful on everybody, whether you are the palest of the pale to the darkest of the dark. Elson is one of those go-to shades that nobody can hate on. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Hey, Evolving with Etta. Hey, boo. Sorry I missed you on Friday. I told Rod I may come up and like hang out with you guys. No, it was Thursday. Sorry, not Friday. So Thursday I was gonna come hang out with you guys, but work the next day. And I got exhausted after my live. Like sometimes these lives take a lot out of you. I don't know how Rod does it with like all these 50,000 channels. I'm like, I do one live and I'm like, I'm done. All right, so we're gonna go with Paranormal, which is, let me just double check my shades here. This is what happens when you don't go into these palettes often. This is Paranormal right here. And I started off with Rose Risque, which I didn't show you, but it's right here. Hey, oh, thank you, boo. All right, so Paranormal. And we're going to take the Repper number 27, which is this one right here. That's the 27. Again, these are all natural hair brushes. But what I love about using natural haired brushes is that they also help mimic the blend of like your fingers. It does short work and it blends effortlessly. Hey, Sharon, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. We're talking about all things Mother Pat today, and we are using her 6-pan mothership, which brings me to another fact about Mother and her motherships. The 6 pans are actually hyphenated versions of the mothership. So they're called MTHR ship, whereas the full ones are called her motherships. What she also likes to do fairly often is if she makes the larger motherships, she will make a smaller version, which the larger versions, as you can see, are in black lacquer. Mostly all of her motherships are in black lacquer, but the smaller ones are cardboard and they're designed as like a one piece with the mirror. So that's another interesting tidbit about Mother Pat. Welcome to the 15 in the room. What's going on, y'all? Hope you are enjoying this deep dive of Pat McGrath. Again, we're using Paranormal with the Repper number 27. And we are focusing on that outer V, but also taking it across the crease line. And I like to build up slowly as I go so that you really start to see a little bit more shape and definition as I layer it on. Okay. Moving on. The next one. Oh, before we go to the next one, I actually want to take my brush, my smaller brush. Let's do this brush. And I also want to sweep it underneath the eye. So I'm going to take Paranormal again, that same shade right there. And I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is the reference number 28. And I'm going to run that right underneath the lower lash line. Vanilla saying hello to everybody. Hey, okay. Next fact about Mother Pat. She has a flagship office in New York and another one in London. So those are her two flagship stores. And the New York flagship store, I believe, is in Tribeca. Sorry, West Village. I had to look that up. So she is in the West Village. She actually lives in the West Village. She has 2 West Village apartments, and one apartment is above the other. So she actually opened it up so that both apartments sit on top of each other and have staircases to go up to the top of it. Pat McGrath to this day is worth over 700 million. So that's her personal worth, about 700 million. Evolving with Etta. Awesome. Have I been to the store in New York? I haven't. I haven't been to the store in New York. I've been to her pop-up shops. So she has, the kiosks in Manhattan. She has a couple of them for Sephora in Manhattan. So I've been to both of those. One is on the east side, and the other one is on the west side. So she's been there. I've been there. Hey, Ray is saying hi to Etta and Sharon. And so I've been to those two, but I have not been to her store in New York. I've actually, though, met Pat McGrath. She did a release of her Divine Rose. She did a pop-up at a newsstand in Tribeca. That's why I had Tribeca on my mind. And so let me do the other. Let me do the other color while we're talking. Where's my other brush? Sorry, guys. Okay. So we're going to start with Purple Rain. And we're going to take Purple Rain, which is the brightest bulb here. Right here. I'm going to start to build that up. Starting from the outer V again. And bringing that underneath and over. So yeah, so I actually met her in Tribeca. She did a release of the Mothership number 7 Divine Rose at a pop-up newsstand in Tribeca. And I was one of, I guess, 200 people that were selected and went down there. And yeah, got a palette, got the Mothership 7 from her personally. Got to take a picture with her. And when I tell you, she was the loveliest person that I ever had the pleasure of meeting. Just so personable, so kind. She was like, "Here, darling." And she gave me a rose, which actually is still up here. It was perfectly like preserved and it dried beautifully. Look at that rose. I mean, like, come on. Is that not gorgeous or what? So nice. Yes, 700 million. She is a billionaire. Her brand is a $1 billion brand. $1 billion brand. How long is too long to hold onto a foundation compact? Depends on the formula. So creams typically, let me pull out one of my creams. Typically, they tell you on the back how much of a shelf life it has. And then additionally, I would say, so this one is a year, so 12 months, so a year. But if you keep it sealed, oops, not my chin up, I'm not dropping it like a pigeon. If you keep it sealed and in a place that is moisture resistant, so I keep it in my top drawer of my vanity in its pouch. So I can have it for like 18 months, but I wouldn't go longer than that. Dry, it's dry. Like, so it's powder. It's a powder formula. Powder you can keep for 2 years. Powder foundations you can keep for 2 years. A lot of my powders I've had for about 2 years. You can actually keep eyeshadow. It says here suggested 12 months. Clearly, it's been longer than 12 months, but when it starts to lose its pigmentation, when it starts to smell, if it has like a smell to it, of course, you know it's bad. So toss away. So, hey, TT, welcome in. My TT's in the building, y'all. So yeah, if it starts to smell bad or look strange or change pigmentation, it's definitely time to toss it out. Best-selling red lipstick of the year. Again, Pat McGrath's Elson won that title. Pat McGrath's Obsessed won that title in 2017. And her Elson has been listed as one of the 50 most classic lipstick colors of all times. All right, I'm also going to put that same purple Rain. I'm also going to put it underneath the lash line as well, using that same brush. There we go. Hey, Venus November, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. We are using Pat McGrath's palette. This is the Mothership 6-pan in Subversive. This is La Vie en Rose. So that's what she called and named this palette. Welcome in. Yes, happy Sunday. Hey, Miss Nikki, baby. What's going on? Hey, thanks for coming. Thank you. Thank you. I got it done yesterday. So I got some more color. She put some big curls in it, which promptly fell yesterday. I went out in celebration of Michelle, who's in here. We went out to a private dinner that we held for her yesterday. And it was so nice. It was so great to see people that I hadn't seen in a long time, sorority sisters, her other friends. So it was really a good time. Is it good to keep refrigerated before you open it and when you open it, so it can keep a good shelf life? I don't refrigerate my makeup, especially not the powder. I mostly use my refrigerator for my skincare products because I believe like serums and your moisturizer. I even keep like my toner in there. I believe those products are good to keep in the refrigerator. You can also keep some lipstick in the refrigerator if you feel like your house is really humid or keeps a lot of heat. I would put, some lipstick in there, but far and away from me, I don't really put my my products in there. I probably should. It wouldn't hurt, I don't think, but I don't do it. That's not something that I have done. But if you want to do it, let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. I'm always down to learn something new. Hey, everybody saying hi to each other. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Titi. Hey, Patricia, welcome in. Thanks for coming. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit more of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer because I'm going to do like a little halo eye. I'm going to pat some of it, no pun intended, but I'm going to pat some of this onto the eye. And I'm just going to create like a little halo, little spotlight. On the eye. How's everybody's Sunday going? Everybody feeling good? Everybody doing okay? I know some people was talking about dinner. Like, feel free to send me dinner, but you can send me dinner suggestions because I have no idea what I want to eat for dinner. So just wiping off some of these brushes that I'm using. All right, so now we're going to go into this shade right here. And we're going to put that in that spotlight using this brush right here, which is an Esom brush. And forgive me, I forget all the numbers. This is the W21 brush. So I'm going to use Rose Risque. I'm sorry, that's not Rose Risque. What am I talking about? What am I talking about today? Oh, please. What's the name of this one? This one is called Is this Euphoria? I think it is. Hang on a second. My the names fell somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Pale Fire. See? It's upside down. Sorry. This is Pale Fire that I'm about to use. I'm trying to give y'all the actual names. So if you have this at home, definitely pull it out and use it. Like, I've had this for a while, and as you can see, the colors are still very much pigmented. You can definitely still use this even beyond the shelf life, which is true for a lot of her products. So I put that right on the lid and slightly blending it to the crease. All right. Hopefully you all like the way this is turning out. I think it looks good. I'm going to get another Esom brush. This one is the Esom B09. And we're going to go to that final shade. And of course, it is a gold. It's called Gold Nectar. Another fun fact about Mother Pat, she loves gold. I have never seen a woman come out with and create more. We're just going to put that right here in the crease. I've never seen a woman create more shades of gold in my entire life. I almost feel like every palette she has a gold shade in it. I think so. I think every palette she has a gold shade in it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, almost every palette. I'm going to go out on a limb and say every palette has at least a gold something in there. I think so. I'm going to just go out there on a limb and say that. Awesome. Awesome. Saying hello to everybody. Yes, I did pretty myself up for you. I sure did. I sure did. What palette did I use? I used my favorite palette from Pat McGrath, which is the Mothership 8, which is Divine Rose 2. So that's the palette that I used yesterday. And I actually filmed that look. So that look will be released tomorrow. So that's the shade. That's the palette, excuse me, that I'm going to be using tomorrow. Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it. I meant every word. Vernell has a question. Does her red lipstick have a blue pigmentation patient end? Because the blue pigmentation goes with everyone's color. The orange pigmentation, red. Okay, so her Elson's, in which she has 5. Elson 1, and I'll just show you. So here are the first 3 Elsons, right? 3 lipsticks. Elson regular, just Elson, is a blue toned or blue based red. So the blue based red, as I mentioned before, will be universally flattering on everyone because it is a blue based red, and blue based reds make your teeth look whiter. It makes your skin look brighter. As you can see up against my skin, it just instantly gives you a pop of color. The Elson number 2, sorry, that's this one. Elson number 2 is a red based or an orange based red. So that's going to give you a deeper flesh. And I would say the orange based looks better. It also looks good on everybody, almost everybody, but orange based reds will look good on people who have more of a green base. So I am a green based skin color. So my veins, if you look inside your wrist here, it'll kind of tell you what your skin tone is and whether you're a deeper version or a neutral or a fair skin. So blue veins will be more of the fairer types of skin tones. The green base will be more of the warmer, or it could also be neutral. So it goes another step, another layer. If you look good in more silvers, like I have a lot of silver, so I am more of a neutral base deep. So I can also go into neutral foundations and neutral formulas as well. But oranges are one of those warm colors that pop against my skin. And then we have Elson 3, which is kind of a hybrid of both pigmentations. So you're going to get this, and it is typically classified as a, why can't I speak today? It's typically classified as a blue based red, but it does, if you can see a little bit, it does have a little bit of that orange in it as well. So it is kind of like the baby sister to these two. So if those two got together and had a baby, that would be Elson number 3. All right, Elson number 4 is her foray into liquid foundation. So this is Elson number 4. And this one, although a liquid, also gives you that red, bluish base red tone. So I liken this to Elson number 3, which is next to it, but in a liquid form. You can see that. There we go. And lastly, her newest baby. This is Elson number 5. And Elson number 5 goes all the way back to the very first Elson, but it is in a satin formula. So it goes back to Elson number 1. Oop, Elson number 1. Oh, sorry. That's Elson number 1. I'm getting all confused today. All right. So this is Elson number 1. It goes back to this formula, but in a satin base, because these are satin lipsticks. So to answer Vernell's question, not all of her Elsons have a blue pigment as a base. Some of them do have orange as well. I'm cool, just sitting under a shade tree smoking a cigar. Oh, what kind of cigar are you smoking? Let me know. Let me know. So those are all of her Elsons. Here we go. All her Elson lipsticks. And yes, I have them all. Y'all know I'm a completionist. I love Mother, and I cannot help myself. I must have everything. I must have it all. I must. All right, we're going to wipe that off. and continue on. How's the eye look coming? You guys like it? All right. So that was all of the shades in here. We did them all. They're all on my eyeballs. Every single one of them. And now we're going to take her kohl liner. And we're going to use that to just line the waterline at the top. Because I'm going to use her mascara instead of falsies today. Ooh. And what this kohl liner does for natural lashes, it gives the illusion of more thickness. So you'll see as I curl and put on my coats of mascara, and I'm going to do Fetish Eyes first, and then I'm going to curl it with Dark Star. So those are the two formulas that she has. Fetish Eyes are more for like a wispy look and feel. And then if you want length and thickness, I would go for the gold version, which is Dark Star. So these are the two formulas that she has. Oops, hang on. What did I do with the other one? Y'all hear all this stuff dropping? It's driving me insane. Here it is. That's when you know my desk is cluttered, when like everything is dropping all over the floor. All right, so here is the two formulas that I was talking about. This first one is the first mascara that Mother Pat released. This is Fetish Eyes. And again, it's going to give you that wispy look and feel to your lashes. You see the brush is really wispy looking. And then the second one that she just released, this one is called Dark Star. And this has been around for about 2 years. And this is going to give you that volume. And what I love about this one and this one are that both of them, I don't know if you were able to see when I pulled it out, but they also have those like microfiber hairs to it, which attach to your lashes and give you a nice lengthening look and feel to your lashes and to your eyes. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more concealer. This is a brightening one, same one from Mother, but this is a little lighter shade. This is MD21. And I add this whenever I want a little bit more brightness to the eye, when I want to kind of make the edges of the eye makeup that I'm doing, kind of soften it a little bit. Or if I'm using a darker version, you can also use it to kind of carve it out and make it even sharper when you're doing like different eye looks. So I like to use this just to kind of clean up any rough edges, soften the look, and make it really seamless throughout the under eye area. Just pat it in. They blend so quickly and so easily because they're creamy. Both of her, well, all of her shades are like beautiful. And what I do love about this is even if you don't like foundations or anything like that, if you just want to use like a little bit of concealer to like touch up underneath your eyes, you can use this all over your face. You're done. You're out the door. So you don't have to like go out and like purchase the foundation. You can really just use them in your T-zone area or wherever you have like trouble spots, and you're done. You're good. You're good money. Okay. Renelle says, okay, lipsticks in your liquid foundations only in the refrigerator. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Sounds like my son. Brown girl. Yep. You know, we love cigars. We love cigars. And I love smoking with your son because he always comes up with new ones that I haven't tried yet. Hey, Mo says so. What's going on, sis? How are you feeling, first of all? Because I know when I don't see you in a while, I get a little worried. I start getting a little worried. All right. Mother's Powders. Her powder formula for this is one of my favorites. And you'll hear that a lot here because, you know, I love Mother Pat, but I love the fact that I can use her powder with anyone's foundation, any formula, any other person's foundation. I can use her powder, her loose powder, and walk out the door. It's really like my holy grail. So if I had to like pick one loose powder that I have to live with forever and ever, amen, Pat McGrath. And the one that I use is medium number 3. Perfect. And not only that, going a step further, I can also use that powder in any season. So whether it is spring, summer, fall, winter, I don't change my the powder. I don't change the powder formula. I stay with medium 3 because it's just that good. It's just that perfect. It absolutely is fantastic. Thank you. Oh my God. So we were just talking about that, Mo. I guess you were in here about how every single one of her palettes, there's a gold in there. And the gold that I used today, excuse me, which was Gold Nectar. I think that's one of her favorites because I have that in at least 2 other palettes. She loves gold. She absolutely loves gold. Okay. So let's move on to blush. So Mother's blushes, you know, I have all of them from when she first launched and released her blushes. And we have been begging for Mother to do blushes forever. Those who are like beauty junkies, we know Pat McGrath loves, loves, loves blush. She feels no look is ever complete without blush. So we were like, so when you coming out with the blush, sis? When you doing it? When you doing it? So it's no surprise that she actually, oh God, don't. Please don't, Mother. Because first of all, how many iterations of gold can you do? Like, I'm always surprised when she releases another mothership because I'm like, that's gotta be another derivative of another gold that she has. Like, I can't imagine her ever coming out with a goal that we don't already have. I just can't. I just can't. WTF, you supposed to tell me what you eating. What are you eating? All right, guys. Before I put on this blush, let me just have you guys hold, please. All right, hang on.
Hold, please. 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 Hold, please.
All right, we are back. And I failed to tell you, Mother this year released her very first skincare product. And of course, I have it, right? I do. So it is. Hang on. It is Rose 001, the essence. So what you do with essences, hang on, let me take this out. What you do with essences is before you start your makeup and after you've cleansed, toned, the next step is to put on your essence. And so I already did this, but I forgot to share it with you when I'm talking all things Mother Pat. Here it is, glass bottle, very weighty. You do need to shake it up so that all of the ingredients mix in together. And so it'll look like this, very cloudy, but that's with everything all mixed in. And then what I do is I just take my hand, I drop a couple of drops in, no more than 2. I work it within my hands and then I press it onto my face before I moisturize and finish up my look and apply sunscreen. Black don't crack, but we sure do burn, baby. So make sure you put your skincare on, and then please use an SPF. I like to use Black Girl sunscreen, which I can get at Target. You can also now get this at Ulta. It's for the face and body. I use an SPF 30, which you know, that's pretty good for our kind of skin. Anything 30 or higher is pretty good. Yeah, no old gold. Not all gold. Hey, in this world. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much for coming. We are deep diving on all things Pat McGrath. I just finished doing the eye look. And before I do the blush, which is where we ended up, I want to just curl these lashes. And those looking for a curler, I definitely recommend Repper. I believe there is a link to Repper in my description box. If not, I'll add it to it. I'll add it to it. It's not affiliated because I'm not an affiliate with them yet. You know, we are the little engine that could around here. So it's bound to happen. So we're starting with the fetish eyes. And I like to put 2 coats on the top and 2 coats on the bottom. But they don't have to be necessarily the same mascara. So I like to use the fetish eyes first, and then I like to follow up with Dark Star. But as you can see, like even using the fetish eyes, you get a nice length and definition to the eyes. And then we follow up with Dark Star. And for those who've been with me for a long time, you know what we do, right? Drop it low and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Drop it low and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Or drop it low and wiggle slow. Whichever floats your boat, my dears, my babes, my squad, my folks, my people. And y'all are my people. Look at y'all in here. 12 strong and looking good. So, hang on, let me drop it low and wiggle slow down here too. As you can see, even your natural lashes get a nice boost using her mascara. And you can, of course, layer this on. You can like do another coat if you want. And if I were going somewhere, I would definitely like do another coat just to make them stand up a little bit more. But I'm not doing anything after this, so there's no need. 2 coats is fine. All right, now let's go back to the blush. And as I said, Mother released these blushes a year ago. And they are the most buildable, pigmented blushes. And as I knew she would do, she blazed the place when she did this. Like she shook the damn table, okay, when she came out with these blushes. And now she's released more. There are duo blushes coming. And yes, before y'all even ask me, yes, I did purchase them all. I purchased all of them. Okay, so as soon as they come, we're going to do a deep dive into all of the blushes. I'm going to demo all of them. Ooh, my face is probably going to be raw when I finish, but you know, that's what I bring to you guys. That's what I do. I have to bring it to my babes. Y'all have to see. And then for the highlighters, I did not get all the highlighters because I really think there were a lot of duplicates there or shades that were similar. So I didn't really get any of those. I did get one, which was like the bronze nectar or something like that, because I don't think I have a bronze powder formula of hers. I think I have the bronze, or maybe it's gold. But I have one of her, like the gel one somewhere. And then I have this one, which is her baked highlighters, which are beautiful. And I think I'm going to wear one of those right now. So with this one, she had a bronze. This is bronze 003, which is the one I'm going to wear today. But I didn't have any of her powder bronzers or powder bronze highlighters. And so that's what it looks like. Bling. Get your bling like the Neptune sound. Boop, boop. Always put a little bit on the nose. Not enough to look like Rudolph. Just enough to give you a little glow. And that's it. And that's it, as the kids say. Now for the lips, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it real simple and cute. Let me give you one of Mother's pencils, which if you don't get anything, or if you feel like I just want to try one thing from Mother Pat, I would say, besides like her complexion formulas, I would say get her lip products, any of them. Get a lip liner, get a lipstick, get a lip gloss, get the balms that she just came out with, get the satin ones that she just released as well. Like any of those. I have a lot of pencils. And I'm trying to find the one that I want to use for this look. And I think what I did was, I think I put it in my makeup bag. I think that's what I did, because I use it so often that I think I took it and put it into work. So one more again. We're going to be real quick with it though. Brown Girl Bella. Hi babes, it's me, Shannon B for Brown Girl Bella. I bring you lips, lashes, and luxury. My brand is all about high-end luxury, but I also do mid-tier reviews as well as for my bargain bellas, drugstore brands as well. I do makeup and skincare and show you what things you should spend your money on and which things you should simply toss away. There's something here for everyone, and there's something here for you. Come join me, be a Bella, and let's get Bellafied. And we're back. What's going on? Yes, Terry. And you can send me some cigars too. That's good too. Thank you. Hey Mo. Everybody saying hi. Yes, I would. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me give you a little close up. Oh, please. All right. So we've got a nice purple pink mix going on here. A little touch of gold right in the crease. And then we carried the same two shades, Paranormal and Purple Rain, underneath the eye. And now that I'm thinking about it, you know, see, y'all shouldn't have started me. because y'all know I always like to do something else. I think I want to put a little gold at the very top too and blend it up into the brow bone. How about we do that? Why not? Take that gold nectar, and this is the refer number 26, and we're going to put that right up in here. Right up in here, boo. Invite some gold to the party. I actually think I did that yesterday to my look too. At the end, I was like, oh, let me put a little gold in the brow bone. And here I am doing it again. But it like gave a nice uniformity to it, I think. And then we just blend it through. So there's like no separation between what we did in the eye look today. There we go. Voila. Gold. No gold. I like it. I like it. And what I love about this brush is, if you notice, I did not load up my brush. I just simply tap it into the palette. But these are natural hair, Sakahoto goat from Japan. And they blend so nicely. Like, look at that. All right, here I go again. Here I go again, adding something else to the mix because, you know, we're just talking and we're just doing stuff. I'm just going to put a little pale fire right in the inner corner. Just a tad. Just a tad. Again. Just to... Oh, I like that. Did you guys like that? I like that. You see it there in the corner? Nothing too bold. Nothing too bold. And if you notice, I did not use any bronzer. You don't have to with this look. But now that I mentioned it, you know I'm going to peel it out and use it, right? You know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. Y'all know. Y'all know I'm going to do it. Yep. Here I come. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. This is Charlotte Tilbury, another British bombshell that's like killing it in the beauty industry. This bronzer that she released, because before that, I wasn't really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wasn't really checking for Charlotte like I was checking for Pat McGrath, because Pat McGrath, she Black, and she's darker skinned. So what that tells me is automatically she's going to be looking for things that flatter Black women, darker skin, and on into the deeper skin tones. So I gravitated to her first because she was going to appeal to what I needed, right? She was going to give me what I needed. But then Charlotte came out, and I think what I loved about Charlotte Tilbury, because she is Caucasian, but what I loved about Charlotte Tilbury, just getting off of Pat for 1 second to talk about another British woman. What I loved about Charlotte Tilbury was she knew what she didn't know. And she went and she found people of color to come into her company and to teach her about makeup products for deeper skin. Listen, you get my kudos and my respect any day if you feel like, you know what? This is something I need a little bit more education on. So let me bring in people who can give me that education. I applaud her for that. I absolutely applaud her for that. Thank you. I'm a little behind. Yes, red with a deep blue base. Yep. Mm-hmm. It looks beautiful on us. It absolutely looks beautiful on us. It's an Olivia Seri B Robusto size stick. Okay, I gotta look that up. I have to look that up. I don't think I've ever tried one. Renelle says yes, because I know anything I wear with a red and it has to have a blue tint in it. I was just asking for other people because I'm not a lipstick person. I love lip glosses. Guess what? We're actually doing a lip gloss right now. So I did find the pencil that I was looking for. It was in my makeup bag because I use it literally almost every day. And it is Ground Control. It's one of those pencils that if you like matte chestnut, you'll love this. But I think MAC, like lately, I don't know. You guys tell me because I'm not really a MAC girl. Never been a MAC girl. I dabbled in it, but I was never like, oh, that's my brand to go for because I think they're a little too harsh for my aesthetic. I never liked their formulas and foundations, and I've tried a lot of different variations. I just never found a foundation in MAC that really appealed to me. But Ground Control, which is what I'm using right now, reminds me a lot of MAC Chestnut, but I think MAC Chestnut, and again, debate me if you want, but I think MAC Chestnut, they've reformulated their pencils so that they're a little bit more dry now. I'm just playing in makeup. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. All right. My favorite lip gloss from Mother Pat, Flesh Fantasy, because it mimics the look of my natural lips. Case in point. And I don't need a lot. And she's not sticky. Her formula is not sticky. It's very creamy. But look, it's like my lips, but better. One of my favorites. It's called Flesh Fantasy. Fantastic. I tried this when she started releasing her like minis. And she had a mini set with this in it and like two other lip glosses, and I fell in love with them all three of them. But this Flesh Fantasy I get every single year because by the time summer is over, this is done. This is done because I literally use it almost every single day. I literally have to take it out of my makeup bag, and it was out of my makeup bag, which lets me know I probably was using it for like 2 months straight. So I will use it and then I will make myself sick of it, and then I have to put it away, and then I bring it back. And then I bring it back. Yeah, it's same with a membrane, Bella. Yes, I get obsessive with my Pat McGrath sometimes. And that is like my perfect go-to summer shade. And I love it. Yes, go get yourself ready. I am going to be joining you in just one moment. Thank you. WT. Okay. You have pork chops with gravy and loaded mashed potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm trying to limit my meat intake. So yeah. Hey, yes. Wiggle slow. Yes. Drop it low. Then wiggle, 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 wiggle. Or drop it low and wiggle slow. That's how you get those lashes coated. Miss Rada Da, welcome in, sis. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I did this look using all 6 colors in the Mothership Subversive La Vie in Rose palette. It's still available. You can also do a similar look using her larger palette. It doesn't have all the same colors, but you can get the same kind of effect. But together, these palettes are just one of my faves. One of my faves. Thank you, Brunel. Thank you. Yeah, right? I think that gold just popped for the eye look. And bring it in again. And of course, I will also take pictures so you can see it in natural light as well as my studio lights. And I don't even have all my studio lights on right now. So thank you guys. Let me try to catch up with everything in here. Thank you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying so. Yes. Oh, yeah, I bet. Hey, Mr. 100 Rounds, welcome in. Oh, we get a new avatar. I love it. Now we see your face. Respect to you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Another one that came and saw the makeup look yesterday. I met Patricia at Michelle's party yesterday. So I told her about Brown Girl Bella, and look, she's here today. I love it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, y'all know that's my aesthetic. Me with a plus. Me with a plus. I want it to look like me. I want it to feel like me. I want to feel comfortable in my makeup. Like I have a lot of it, yes, but I want to feel like I can pick up any palette anywhere and do a look that is me but plussed up. And so that's what kind of makeup I gravitate to. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sugar Love said me like. We'll say hi to Points Blank Travel. Awesome. I seen a dark skinned girly use the Charlotte foundation and now I want it. I have one of her foundation formulas, 2 of her foundation formulas. I'll tell you, the one I love is the one she released a few months ago. And that's this one, Beautiful Skin. Oh, I love this. I love this. If I'm not going to use Pat, I can use the Charlotte Tilbury one and be happy. That's a good one. Oh, okay. You know that one, PBT? All right, so you can get me some. Yeah, you can order that. Yeah. You can order that. Oh, it's your favorite one? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Saying hi to everybody. Heading out. Okay, Evolving with Etta. Thank you so much. You have a good evening too. I need to head out because I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. I don't even know what yet, but I'm gonna eat something. Oh, here comes Miss Brooklyn. I said eat. I guess she said she's ready to eat too. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you so much. Pat McGrath. We did a deep dive on her today. Hopefully, I answered some of your questions about Pat McGrath. You all know it's one of my favorite makeup brands. I have a lot of her stuff. Thankfully, I probably need to declutter because I have so much stuff. But I do want to say, like, if you want to foray into the world of Pat McGrath, if you need a formula for foundation, it's a very lightweight, buildable foundation. It's easy to blend out, as you saw. If you're not ready for foundation but want to dip your toe into her complexion products, I do recommend getting her concealers. Again, they're very creamy. They're also easy to blend, and you can just put it on like any trouble spots you may have that you want to just have a little bit more coverage and walk out the door. I have done that plenty of times. Just spot conceal in places, blend it out, and I'm out the door. So those are good. Either one of her formula foundations for mascaras are beautiful, just depending on what you want. If you want a little bit more definition, wispiness, and length, I would go for the Fetish Eyes because it's going to give you that coquettish, I always mix up that word, coquettish, like a wispy kind of look to your lashes. And then this one, which is the Dark Star, is going to give you that volume. It's going to give you that voluptuousness and really thicken up your lashes. So you can't go wrong with any of them. And then I already told you, you can't go wrong with any of her blushes. The one I used today was Love Struck, which is perfect for like summer. You can use this in the spring. You can even use this through fall. Like I would use this year round. It gives you a nice rosiness to the cheeks. It also is very buildable. So if you want to add more color to it, you can definitely go there. But I love, like I said, just tapping my brush in very lightly and then just building it up, starting from the apples and going all the way up to like towards my ear. That is perfect. And like I said, any of the colors you can use, and you can blend it up to be as pigmented as you want. I know you do. Thank you. Thank you. 100 rounds. Down, girl. I tell you, 100 rounds come in here and my babes lose their mind. Woo! Poor guy. Poor guy. All right. So here's what I'm doing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's wrap it up. Here we go with the outro. Guys, gals, ladies, gents, tomorrow we're going to talk about it again. Pat McGrath. I filmed the look that I did yesterday. So you're going to see that tomorrow on Mondays. We McGrath. As always, it will be a premiere. So I'll be in there typing in the chat and hanging out with you guys and talking all the talk. Miss Brooklyn is like, man, can I get some love? Here we go. All right, so that's Monday. On Wednesday, I am dropping my favorites. I know it's late, but May favorites are May favorites. So it's coming up on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, I got a special treat for you. I got something that you have not seen on this channel before, but you will start to see a little bit more. And that is some of the best clean makeup brands that I actually love and use. So we're going to be talking clean beauty, vegan beauty. I'm going to show you some of the things that I like, especially in the luxury space. And we're going to just, chit chat about it as well. Because again, I will be in the premiere for that video and we're going to talk about it. Don't forget to check me out throughout the week. I post all my updates and what I'm doing on my community tab. So make sure you check those out. All of my people in here, I love you guys for watching. You guys are fabulous and wonderful. You lit up her lip glosses so pretty. Oh, thank you. Yes, please hit it up. hit it up. It's a fantastic formula. This one that I'm wearing now is called Flesh Fantasy, but I put some other favorites that I use in the description box below as well. Until next time, babes, I love you all for watching. You guys have been fantastic. I hope you learned a little bit more about Pat McGrath. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Also, click that like, share it out to your friends, and I will see you back here for another favorites video. Monthly favorites. Pat McGrath extravaganza and all that. And until next time, you've been Bellafied, babes. Bye. I love you.